Have a family story as well. Pop and Mom Allison have come here to cheer for their son Bobby, who's going to start this race a remarkable 23rd year in a row. But this year, they'll cheer for somebody else. Bobby's son Davey will make history this afternoon, the first rookie ever to start this race from the front row. The rest of the family team here includes cousins and brothers and sisters and wives and Uncle Donnie down there, who almost won this race a couple of times. On Thursday, Davey showed us what he's made of. He went out onto the racetrack and saved his car from a terrible potential spin. Could have been a disaster, but he brought it back in one piece to put it on the outside of row one. The question, young man, are you ready to go out there and run with the big guys?
Well, Dave, we've been working real hard in practice this week, and the car's working real good now, and I think we're ready for the race.
Good luck today. Perhaps the proudest member of this family must be Bobby's wife, Davey's mother, Judy Allison. Only one man can win this race. Two men in your life are going to try to do it. Who do you pull for down at the bottom of your heart?
The one that pays the bills.
The one that pays the bills. It is a proud moment here in the Florida sunshine for Stock Car Racing's Allison family.
Daytona 500 on the pole, third year in a row, the 85 champion Bill Elliott, and alongside for the first time a rookie, Davey Allison, number 28. 2.66, there it is. 35 degrees, miles to go. His wife hoping that Davey can hang on for one more lap, and Joey Knuckles, the young crew chief on this car, may be winning his first Winston Cup event ever.
No conversation. Joey just looking down, checking the stopwatch, checking the chart. He's making sure they've done everything right. Anything to keep your mind off of the emotion. Davey Allison, a half a lap to go.
Let's watch and see if Davey Allison can win the Winston 500. He's in turns 3 and 4. He's on to the tri-oval, a short straightaway connecting turn 4 and the dogleg here in front of the grandstand. He's a few feet away from the checkered flag. There it is! Davey Allison wins!
I'm going to pick a rookie driver to climb in this car, and they put a team together with Joey Knuckles, 25 years of age as crew chief, but they certainly have indicated how much they know about the sport, and the kind of decision they make was correct. Okay, let's take Davey around. Let's talk him around during the final lap. In the groove, about 12 feet off the wall down the front stretch. He dips the white line on the inside of turn number 1. Lets the car drift not nearly as high as he has throughout most of the race. He moves back into the groove coming out of turn 2. In front of the air-conditioned, the climate-controlled horse grandstand. Into turn number 3. Drops down low. Finds that middle groove between 3 and 4. He'll nip the line coming off number 4. Lets the car drift high uphill, and Davey Allison takes the checkered flag. And Davey Allison has career win number 2 in just 16 starts. An incredible story for this team that was assembled over the winter of 1986-1987.
3 cars locked in a duel for second. The white flag has already been displayed to Davey Allison. We'll watch this great battle for second, though. Morgan Shepherd has second in the 88 car at the moment, and Rusty Wallace has third. Elliott is in fourth. Davey Allison now comes out of corner number 2 and heads down the back stretch for the final time, and the crew is hoping and praying that will stay together for him. Morgan Shepherd just went high, coming off turn 2 was Rusty Wallace and Elliott moved around. There they are, the 3 cars, 6th, 3rd, 4th. And Phil Parsons apparently has blown a motor. He's down in turn number 1 with a lot of smoke coming from that car. Here we go. Here's the shootout. Remember, Davey Allison is the leader. Here he comes. Davey Allison wins the Champion Spark Plug 400. Now let's go back and watch this battle for second. Rusty Wallace leads him down. It's Wallace, Elliott, and Morgan Shepherd finishing 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And 5th right there also was Lake Speed. Lake Speed, who caught up to that crew,
shot of Robert Yates, the crew chief there. I know he feels good after this win. He's had a tough time with engines the last few races, and now he pulled one off.
This is Davey Allison's third career win.
That's 1,000 times better for me, and we love you, Bobby, and can't wait to see you at the racetrack.
Going to hold up his number, number 84. Next year will become part of the Stavola team, but the number 12 is still very much on the calendar with the Stavolas for 1988 for Bobby Allison. Checkered flag is about to fall on his son, who has won here the Richmond 400 this afternoon of this brand new track.
That
what
one's for you, Dad, huh? Yep. Makes you feel good.
To build up some momentum together if they have any shot at moving around Davey Allison. They're not going to be able to build up that much momentum.
Down the backstretch for the final time. Terry Labonte is looking right, looking left. Can't find the opportunity he needs. Davey Allison is right there in the middle of the racetrack. Let's see what Terry Labonte can do, if anything, and what Mark Martin can do. It could be that they'll just have to stay in line and finish this way. Here they come into the tri-oval.
The slow car will help. The slow car will help Davey Allison. Move over, Davey. Get some air.
Let's watch. It's Davey Allison coming to the stripe. Terry Labonte right behind him. I don't think he's going to do it. No. Davey Allison wins the Winston 500 with Terry Labonte second. And Mark Martin in third position.
Has to come around now to get the white flag.
Harold Kinder has the white flag in hand. And he waves it for Davey Allison and Morgan Shepherd and Bill Elliott and Bill Parsons. They're on the last tour of the 2.5-mile tri-oval at Daytona in the Pepsi 400. It is Allison that is staying out front by about a car length over Morgan Shepherd as Bill Elliott falls back just a little in third position. They come out of the 31 degrees of banking and down the flat backstretch for the final time, and they pass by Darrell Waltrip, who was successful here at this racetrack in February in the Daytona 500. Now, the cars set themselves into turn number 3, and Davey's wife, Morgan's wife, is just hoping and praying everything she has that Morgan can pull out the victory. Let's see, we have a battle for third position. The win is going to be by Davey Allison. He crosses the stripe and wins. Morgan is second, and Bill Parsons, I believe, got third. It isn't a drafting train like we'll see at Talladega in May. Now here's Marlin getting a little bit sideways again and Rudd looking, but nope, the white flag is out. One more lap to go. Let's see what happens on the last lap. Again, it is Davey Allison.
Oh, Sterling Marlin
spins off of corner number 2. Sterling Marlin spins down the backstretch. Here comes Mark Martin trying to make a move off of corner number 4. It's a drag race.
Wow.
I don't know. A photo finish. I think Davey Allison won, but I wouldn't say for sure.
I agree. I think he had him by about 3 or 4 inches. But I mean, wait a minute.
Davey Allison with a couple to go. Scoots around out of turn number 4 and brings that Robert Yates sectional Haviland car back to the line. White flag is out on Davey Allison. Well, his dad won this race for Bud Moore. Won it for Holman Moody. Won it for Junior Johnson one time.
I'm sure Davey Allison's going to want to win this one for Raymond Fox.
Yes, indeed. Raymond Fox, who built so many great engines over the years for so many great teams, and was lost the week of the Die Hard 500 down at Talladega this year. Down to the line, last lap, checkered flag, getting ready to fall on Davey Allison, waving as he crosses the stripe. And the Robert Yates team with Davey Allison, the Alabama gang. And look at this battle coming to the line. 7 and 5 for Fitz Crotch. Wheel to wheel to the stripe.
That's about as close as we can get that one for you.
In the air as we get down to finish this one. Drama is the battle with the weatherman as Davey Allison pops up out of the hole in turn number 2. Drag races down the back straightaway. Davey Allison headed for victory.
And Ernie Irvan slipped coming off of turn 2, almost spun out. And Bill Elliott won that battle, but Michael Waltrip about to pass him as Davey Allison comes to the line.
Davey Allison is going to take it home. He's going to win. Second place is going to Schrader. Third spot to Waltrip. Fourth to the number 9 of Bill Elliott. And what about fifth?
Well, it was almost a dead heat, but I think the number 4 car got it. It was just maybe by 6 or 8 inches.
Awards that we win are worth it.
Here it goes. He took the white flag the last lap. Boy, that car has been so dominant for a month, not a week or so. This thing
unbeatable.
Close so many times. Doesn't count for anything in automobile racing. For this moment, as he comes around to win his 9th Winston Cup event, this day, this entire month of May in Charlotte, North Carolina, has belonged to the Alabama gang. Davey Allison has done it, and he's done it in style.
Well, that's right. And coming up on the white flag, Benny. Here they are. 11. Oh, and Davey Allison is spun. Ricky Rudd now has the lead. All kinds of contact here in the last few laps. And the white flag flies for Ricky Rudd. And Ricky Rudd is apparently going to receive the checkered flag and the win of the Banquet Frozen Foods 300. Here he comes, waving to the pit crew as he passes by. The black flag is shown to Ricky Rudd. Rudd is shown the black flag. Davey Allison is shown the checkered flag. They did not give the win to Ricky Rudd. No, they gave the black flag to Ricky Rudd as he came down and passed under the start-finish line. They waved the checkered flag to Davey Allison, and he apparently is going to win this race.
I don't think there's any question but what he has made a big difference, and Davey is quick to tell you that too. He said he brought so much stability among the personnel there. Everybody likes Larry McReynolds, and he's a sharp individual. Came over from the King Bernstein team, as we said, back about the 1st of April.
By 11, this will be one of the biggest leads anyone has ever enjoyed at this track, and it's still about 11 seconds. Can you imagine that?
And it's one of the biggest leads we've seen in a while in Winston Cup racing.
400 miles, and 11 seconds will settle it at the end of the distance, and it will be Davey Allison one more time as he comes around. Checkers are about to be unfurled, and the winner of the Michigan 400 is Davey Allison. Davey Allison scoring his 11th Winston Cup success, his 9th Super Speedway victory. A big time for Robert Yates and company.
1 lap to go. Car right behind him is Harry Gant. 1 lap car, Jimmy Hensley. Davey looks up high, and Hensley had the racetrack. Harry Gant will close in, and being a tough car to lap. Gant is within 8 car lengths as they come off turn 4 for the final time. Davey Allison will win the AC Delco 500. Harry Gant finishes 2nd. Mark Martin will come around to take 3rd. Jeff Bodine will be the 4th place car. Final circuit.
You know, we could have made a picture of that car about halfway and just showed it over and over because the car never moved out. It never got sideways or pushed or anything.
2nd place may still be in question. The lap car separates Walter from Marlin. Coming out of turn 4. For his 13th career Winston Cup victory, Davey Allison wins the Pyro 500.
Davey Allison in front and Morgan Shepherd in 2nd. Shepherd stays right there. He's closed it all the way down. Robert Yates looks on. Davey Allison's mentor.
Okay, he's backed off a little again to see how much momentum he can get. He tried it the last time around. He was able to pull right back up on his bumper. Timing is everything now, Neil.
That gap right there should pay off at the end of back straightaway if he's got the momentum to do it.
Around Michael Waltrip's car. Down for the finish. Going into turn 3. Mike?
Glenwood, can he do it? I don't think so. He's pretty strong. It's just up to Morgan how he gets in the turn with it.
Here they come. Morgan down to the line. Davey Allison first. Morgan Shepherd gets it all back there. Has he got anything left? Coming to the stripe. Morgan comes to the inside, and Davey Allison is going to win the Daytona 500. The Alabama gang has done it again. The son of a great champion at this track, Bobby Allison. Davey Allison victorious in the 34th annual Daytona 500. 14th career win for Davey Allison. Comes in the one race that means the most. Davey Allison has said that the greatest moment in his career was when he finished 2nd to his dad here in 1988. He won 11 races since then, and he's always said that was the finest moment. Perhaps this equals that moment.
Never know. He's been saving that. I'm telling you, he was right down on the grass and made up a lot of ground on David, but he is catching Bobby Hillin.
Here we go. Here's the last lap. The white flag is out.
Now, Hillin's going to be there where Rusty would like to be, down on the inside. He can't get down there as low as he would like to get, though. That's right. The last time he was right down there where Hillin was.
Allison leads down the backstretch. Rusty looks to the inside in turn number 3. Will it be Allison or Wallace? Here they come off the 4th turn. It is going to be Davey Allison winning by about a car length over Rusty Wallace.
Elliott looks on the outside. Davy's going to try to take him up high. Here comes Earnhardt on the inside. Now Bill comes down and they almost touch.
They did touch, I believe, but Elliott managed to stay in second, and he managed to keep Dale Earnhardt back in 3rd position. Still no movement. They run nose to tail down the backstretch. Let's see what happens now at the end of the backstretch as they set into the 33 degrees of banking of turn number 3. Ernie Irvan looking to the inside. There goes Dale Earnhardt to the outside. Ernie will follow him. Dale slides way up on the racetrack. He's in a battle for second position with Bill Elliott. They move off of turn number 4 and come down through the tri-oval. Davey Allison still has the lead. He's trying to break the draft. It looks like he's going to win it. Battle for second between Elliott and Earnhardt. Here's the checkered flag, and Davey Allison wins it. Second place goes to Elliott. Third place to Earnhardt. Fourth, I believe, to Harlan, and fifth to Irvan. But boy, it was close.
He is just a car length back of Earnhardt. Davey Allison coming up, but I don't think will be a factor. Kyle just hauls it off the corner. He's got the inside. He's up to Earnhardt's bumper. Earnhardt takes it.
They're on the racing service down on the left part of the racetrack.
And it's Kyle Petty. Kyle Petty coming to the checkered flag. Here comes Davey Allison to the bottom. It'll be the finish everybody was waiting for. They crashed past the finish line. They have crashed into turn number 1. And Davey Allison is in a shower of sparks.
He won the race, but he sure paid the price for it.
Here's the finish.
Kyle Petty coming to the line. They get together right there.
Ooh. And it's not over yet.
He hit hard. The driver's side played pretty good against the door. They might just be taking precaution. Davey's ribs have been bothered a good little bit anyway. They might just be really careful getting him out.
What's it like when you get down at the end and you know you're right on the edge?
Well, I'll tell you, it is tough. It's, you know, you're praying, hey, please hang on. Just give me enough to make one more lap. As he gets that white flag this time around, all we like is 2 miles. They even get me back into turn 3. I believe I can coast the rest of the way.
It's bad enough to get beat by another car, but you don't want to get beat by your own car running out of fuel.
Down to 3 and 6/10 seconds as he eases back on the throttle just a little more. Eases back like 180 miles per hour in the back straightaway. After his 17th career win, Davey Allison, current Winston Cup point leader, where he's been ever since that great Daytona 500 run he had at the outset of the season. Here's Allison streaking around. Final moments coming down. Looking for that bonus. Looks like he's going to nail it. Here he comes out of turn number 4. And for the second straight year, the winner of the Michigan 400 is from the Alabama gang.
Morgan Shepherd has run out of gas.
Morgan Shepherd running out of gas as he comes to the line. Waltrip will come home in second spot. And going third will be Alan Kulwicki when this one's over.
The inside there, and Kulwicki
heading off with the pass.
No. White flag for Davey Allison.
That was checkmate right quick.
Allison 1 lap away from his 5th Winston Cup win, the most by any driver this season. 5th this season. Here it is, 4th place. Waltrip's going to run off for 3rd by himself. Sterling Marlin, Bill Elliott's stablemate, trying to deny Alan Kulwicki 5 points right here at the finish.
And they're coming up on a lap car.
Out of turn 4. Davey Allison will win it. Marlin tries to pin Kulwicki down. Marlin, though, scoring showing back 1 lap down, so they come to the flag. Waltrip will be 3rd. Kulwicki will be the 4th place car. And Jimmy Spencer, his best Phoenix finish ever, will be 5th.
But boy, these points leaders, did they get
Bill Elliott, Davey Allison, Alan Kulwicki had not made their pit stop. These fellas have got several of good cars a lap down now. Man, Elliott is leading the race. That's 5 bonus points.
That helps him close the gap. Trying to win his second Winston Cup championship. There he is, Bill Elliott leading the race. Second is Alan Kulwicki.
Now then, when they make their pit stop, will Davey stay on the racetrack, lead the race, and get 5 bonus points? Will Kulwicki? What do you think?
Well, I don't know. They're going to be giving up a lot of track position.
I know they are. Let's see how this plays out. And boy, don't you know these radios are going back and forth. What do we do? What do we do? Hey guys, make that call. I'm not going. Here comes Bill. Here comes Alan.
Let's see what Davey does. Davey's to the inside. Yeah, he's coming in. Mark Martin is in. Ricky Rudd and others. Very slowly down pit road.
All these cars that you see coming down pit road have not pitted. Jerry Punch, here they come.
And Alan Kulwicki's Hooters crew will go to work on that car. Car number 7 on the bottom of your screen. You're watching the Hamlin crew on the top of your screen. 2 competing teams trying to win a race and win a championship. Watching the Hamlin crew now, right side. Tires already going on. Left side, lug nuts coming off. They have fueled the car. They have yet to work on that body damage on the left rear of the Hamlin car. Meanwhile, Alan Kulwicki cannot get his car in gear. 5 gets in gear. Car number 11 exits pit road. Then it's the Budweiser car for Elliott. And now Davey Allison heading back to turn 1.
No, it doesn't look that way, but okay, now if we awarded the points right now, Davey Allison would win by 6 points over Kulwicki, by 11 over Bill Elliott. This thing is very, very close.
It is tightening up. Well, both of these guys know that Davey Allison has had problems, and they say, let's forget about Davey. We're going to slug it out for the But here comes Ernie Irvan.
Attaboy, Ern. Back out there, boy.
But for the last 3 years here, he has earned more points.
Look out. Davey Allison is in the crash.
Ernie Irvan, and it's all over for Davey Allison.
No, it's not over yet. I don't think he hit him that hard, maybe.
Well, he hit pretty well, I think.
He's got a lot of damage to the right side of the car.
Ernie Irvan spinning, coming off of corner number 4.
Davey has got his car moving.
Yeah, he's trying to pull away.
But he can't steer it.
But it won't turn.
It won't turn. The right front will not work. Oh, no, the right front won't work. He's broken the tire rod end off the car, so when they turn the steering wheel, the right front tire won't turn. And there he's a lap down.
Kyle Petty got his lap back. He beat Alan Kulwicki back to the start-finish.
Davey desperately trying to get the car to turn, but it won't happen. The car will back up, but he cannot turn the car and move it ahead to clear Ernie Irvan.
He's broken the tire rod on the right front. Like I said, when he turns the steering wheel, the right front tire won't turn.
And now it's going to come down to 2. Davey Allison's long, tough, emotional season has come to an end.
This could be his 19th victory if he takes the checkers today. 7th full season on the Winston Cup scene. Robert Yates bought that team from Harry Ranier back in '88. White flag is down. There's 1 to go. Davey Allison in his 5th year with Robert Yates is on his way in that final lap, looking for win number 19. One here, as we mentioned earlier, in the fall race, which is now a Saturday night affair. We're going to be here in September to enjoy it. Allison coming from 18th to 8th in the Winston Cup point standings as he takes the checkers here today. What a jump up for him, and Jarrett leads Earnhardt by 1 point in the Winston Cup standings as we bring this one to conclusion. The other big story, of course, is right over there in Victory Lane. Let's join Dr. Dick Berggren over in the Bojangles Winner's Circle with Davey Allison.
You did a great job on the racetrack today, Davey, but did you have trouble finding Victory Lane? They moved it.
Well, I'll tell you, it's been since 1988, the September race, since we've been here at Richmond, so I didn't know where I was going at first, but they told me on pit road, and I turned around and went back out and came back. Hi, Liz, the kids, Mom, and Grandma. We did it today.
How hard did you have to drive this thing to get here?
We ran it hard all day, but I'll tell you what, I got to say thanks to Robert Yates and Larry McReynolds and all the Texaco Haviland race team, because they just hung in there with me all day. We were patient. We just bided our time. We did the right things on the racetrack. We did great, had great pit stops all day. And here we are, Texaco Haviland Thunderbirds in victory lane again.
Where on the racetrack were you better than Kyle and Rusty?
I don't think I was better than them in too many places. You know, maybe just getting off the corners a little bit, but I think we beat them in the pits mostly.
Last year you started out with a win at Daytona. This year you start out with a couple of rough races and then a win here. How big a win is this for you?
Well, I'll tell you what, I think that this is going to be the best momentum builder that Robert Yates Racing could possibly have right now. You know, we had a bad start, but we never gave up. These guys never give up. They're the most enthusiastic bunch of people I've ever worked with, and I'll tell you what, I think they're the best.
You looking down the road toward December?
We're not giving up yet. We may be down, but we're not out.
Davey Allison, thank you. Victory lane. He's done it today at Richmond.
Mark Martin and Davey Allison running second and third as we get down toward 5 laps to go. Let's go to pit road. Here's Glenn and Mark Martin's pit.
What's that about with Steve Mills? Steve, you guys are chasing the thing all day. You look like you got the car pretty good now, but have you got anything up for Rusty, or you just trying to hold Davey off?
That's as good as we've been, but Rusty's outrunning us. Don't worry now about holding Davey off. We'd at least like to be the first 4. Anything can happen here. We've had a pretty good day. We kind of chased the car a little bit, but we've enjoyed our day in New Hampshire.
Okay, that was a very diplomatic thing to say.
Well, he's another fella, Glenn, who saw this race as a homecoming. Steve Emils from upstate New York. Worked on some NASCAR modified teams before he came south to go Winston Cup racing.
This is the battle right here for position, because Rusty has checked out in about a 200-yard lead in front of these guys. This is going to be the fight to the end right here for second place.
3 laps to go when Wallace comes to the stripe.
We thought that Rusty might get loose. You see him right there. There's the interval coming up. A couple hundred yards back, but when he made that chassis adjustment, he set him on fire and he pulled away.
And the car now doesn't look loose at all. He has about 25 car lengths, maybe a third of a straightaway, not even on these 2 cars.
Maybe 10 miles the way it looks these guys chasing him.
With 2 to go.
This is battle right here, and you could almost tell that Steve Mills felt that they really got a blessing on that last yellow flag, because they were kind of out of it. Now they got a chance to at least finish second.
A Ford has not won on a 1-mile racetrack since Phoenix. Last year, a Ford has not won a NASCAR Winston Cup race on an oval track since Atlanta this spring.
There's Davey taking a look at that inside. Is Mark going to give him inside lane?
He might take it, but he won't get it.
You see the nose of that 28 up under Mark. Back in, jumped out under Mark a little bit right there.
Austin caught it. 1 to go. Last time around for Rusty Wallace, and this battle for second place.
Davey's going to swing out wide, try to cut the car back down to the bottom. There's Rusty coming off. He's checking out on him.
Here's second place. Davey's got 1 more shot here at turn 3. He'll take second place money.
He actually had a little bit better run on the white flag lap.
He did. Rusty's going to come off turn 4 to score his 26th career victory, tying him with Hall of Famer Fred Lorenzen. Mark Martin, by a car length, holds off Davey Allison for second. Rusty Wallace, the winner. Mark Martin finishing second in a Ford. Davey Allison's Ford is third. Dale Jarrett and Ricky Rudd in Chevrolets. That's the top 5. Then Sterling Marlin, Jeff Gordon, all on the lead lap. 1 lap down, Kyle Petty, Bill Elliott, Bobby Labonte, Jimmy Hensley, Jeff Bodine, and Brett Bodine. Then 2 laps back, Morgan Shepherd, Ernie Irvan, Rick Mast, Harry Gant, Jimmy Spencer. 3 laps down come Darrell Waltrip, Bobby Hillen, Kenny Wallace, Derek Cope, Mike Waltrip, and Ted Musgrave. Then 4 laps back, Hut Strickland with relief from Jeff Burton. Dale Earnhardt 4 laps down. 7 laps behind, Wally Dallenbach and Rick Wilson. Further back, Kenny Bouchard, Dave Marcus were running at the finish, Terry Labonte, Greg Sachs, Dick Trickle, Jimmy Speed, Lake Speed, all in the garage, Jimmy Means. Joe Nemechek and Jeff Burton had great starts and tough finishes today in their first Winston Cup starts. Ken Schrader, Phil Parsons, and Jerry O'Neill rounded out the 40-car field. Let's go down to Randy Pemberton.
Well, Davey's standing here. Davey, great job today. You took a bite out there with prior to the last caution. It looked right. Rusty went back and did the same thing and just a little better towards the end.
Well, our car was a little bit loose, and we put a half a round of bite in, and that really set the car up, you know, for the end of the race. We didn't need that last caution, but, you know, luck plays an important role in this game, and today was Rusty's lucky day, but we got to congratulate him because they ran a strong race to come from the back of the pack like they did to win it, and you know, we had a good race, had a lot of fun out there racing today. Texaco Havoline Race Team did a great job. It was fun to lead a race for a change, and especially fun to finish on the lead lap. But I'll tell you, Randy, I've had some orders from home. I talked to Krista last night on the phone, and she told me that if I don't tell her, hey, the next time on TV, I'm in trouble when I get back. So, hey, Krista, and Robbie and Liz.
Okay, so we got the family out of the way. Davey, did you learn anything here today? First time here, you didn't really have a chance to practice that much. I asked Mark the same question. Anything that you do differently coming back up here next time?
Well, as odd as this sounds, I may bring a different race car. We kind of gambled on something this weekend. It sort of worked out and it sort of didn't in some ways, but we think we know what to come back with. Just wait till next year and come back and try it again.
Okay, we'll see you next week. Good luck.
Thanks.
Between grief and nothing, I will take grief. And it is that collective sense of mourning that unites the racing community here at Talladega Superspeedway. It was here that one of racing's best, Davey Allison, drove his first Winston Cup race. He won his first major race here. On July 12th, piloting his own helicopter, he crashed at this racetrack in the infield. Davey would die the next day. He was 32. He was a husband and a father of two. He was the son of legendary driver Bobby, the brother of another racer, Clifford, who also lost his life on a racetrack just last year.
We are happy that you're here this memorable day when the racing fans of Davey Allison, his family of NASCAR, all of the people in the garage area and the pit crews and his loved ones are here to pay tribute to Dave and recognize his accomplishments and his exceptional character. We remember and pray for his family. He said his family was his first priority, and he said that NASCAR was his family. We remember his mother Judy and his father Bobby, who are not with us today. We remember his sisters Carrie and Bonnie, who are with us today. We remember the Alabama gang that was so important to him. And we remember his mentor and his dear friend, Red Farmer. We're here today with those nearest and dearest to David's heart, and they are on the stand with me. David's wife, Liz, his daughter, Krista, and his son, Robbie. His two sisters are also here with us, Carrie and Bonnie. Liz wants to speak to you today. And Liz, we know this is a difficult time for you, but we sure are glad you're here. God bless you.
The last 2 weeks have been really difficult for Robbie, Krista, and myself, and the whole Allison family. There have been times that we felt that we couldn't go on. The love and the support that all of the fans have shown to all of us has been just overwhelming. There's no way that we can ever thank each and every one of you for that love. I know that now we can all hold on to the memories of Davey and to try to go on with our lives. Davey's looking down on us today with a big smile on his face. He would be so proud of the love that you have shown to him and to his family. These are all the things that will help Robbie and Krista know how very special their daddy was to so many people. And there's something that I'd like to share with all of you today that's brought some peace to me, and I hope that it will to you. Please don't sing sad songs for me. Forget your grief and fears, for I am in a perfect place, away from pain and tears. I'm far away from hunger and hurt and want and pride. I have a place in heaven with the Master at my side. My life on earth was very good as earthly lives can go, but paradise is so much more than anyone can know. My heart is filled with happiness and sweet rejoicing too. To walk with God is perfect peace, a joy forever new. Thank you all very much. God bless you.
God bless you, Liz, and your family. And every history book on stock car racing will include Davey Allison, a top contender and a great sportsman. We loved you, Davey. You were our son, our brother, and our hero. And now I can almost hear Davey say, "That's enough. Get on with the race." And you race fans, have fun. And will you join me in prayer? Almighty God, we thank you today for Davey's life, for his charisma, for the inspiration he was to all of us. He would not fail today to have us ask you to bless all of those who are involved in this race today on his home track. Hear us, Lord, as we all pray together. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen and shalom. Now let us hear the musical group, Alabama, express their feelings for Davey by singing "The Fan."
Before you ever made the headlines or toured the concert halls, we survived our share of bar rooms, stared at many motel walls. The years in Carolina and all the one-night stands, what kept the fires a-burning back then was you, the fans. We two stepped out to Texas, round and round the dance hall floors, played the fair in Minnesota. I wish we could have played one more. We hope you remember, we're just the boys in the band, and what keeps the fires a-burning is always you, the fans. I wish this night could last forever. But the show must go on. And we'll take home the memories, and we'll leave you with our songs. It's been good to see y'all. Can we come back again and again and again? What keeps the fires a burning in us is you, the fans. As long as you remember the boys in the band, we'll keep the fires a burning for all of you, our fans.
So now the show must go on, and some racing questions are to be answered, especially for Bill Elliott. This superstar has not led a lap all season. Today he sits on the pole. Is the slump over? For Dale Earnhardt, the question is, will he maintain that big lead in the race for Driver of the Year? For Neil Bonnett, the question, how will he do in his return after being out of commission for 3 years? And for Robbie Gordon, how will he do driving in the shadow of Davey Allison? Questions, a lot to be asked today at Talladega. Answers are set to unfold in this hot, scorching, record-setting heat. 07 is Michael Waltrip and Robbie Gordon. Well, then you fade back about 2 seconds and you find the second pack of cars. Robbie Gordon, for the moment, is leading that group with Mark Martin, Greg Saxton, Dale Jarrett. They continue to shuffle them around out there. Now that number 8 car, Sterling Marlin.
Oh, the 28 car's in trouble.
Robbie Gordon getting in the wall hard. Caution out for the first time today. It is directly beneath us. It is about 150 feet to the right of the flag stand. It is right in the same area that Bobby Allison had that horrifying crash here years ago. Got up into that fence, the fence held and all, and Robbie Gordon in the Robert Yates number 28. We'll have to take a look at that one again as he was leading that second group.
Okay, and they were coming up on some lap cars. He got down on the inside, maybe got his left wheels down on the flat a little bit too much there, and the air affecting Ken, and the back end just went around on him. He slides backward there. You see Dale Jarrett going on the outside of him. Then he slams into the wall with the right front of the car, stays up against that outside wall, and comes to rest there.
Lap cars of Stanley Smith and Sterling Marlin were the ones he was trying to go beneath. Of course, he's been at Daytona once, and we saw him in Richmond. That was the level of his experience. I think he had a couple of ARCA races, but it's all come to naught here today. He gave it a good run. He'd fallen all the way back, made a run back up through the field, and was leading the second pack as we came back out of commercial. But 24-year-old Robbie Gordon, who qualified 14th for today, looks like he's out of it. And so the 1993 Die-Hard 500 at Talladega Super Speedway is over, but the memories here of Davey Allison will live on.